All right, welcome to the 10 a.m. reconvene between government operations and government reform committees. Several bills on the agenda. However, deference to the chairs of both Ways and Means and Finance, we've been asked to recess briefly for consultation. Recess.
Okay, we're going to reconvene on the set SB 3372. And this one is relating to public procurement. It is on the protest and contract awards. If someone violates, that you go to the next responsive and responsible.
Yes,
bid.
correct. You want to bother the conferees or don't bother that?
We have sent it around to our conferees. and we
No,
sent
reading them out. No
them-
need?
no need.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, sounds good.
Do we
And
have
then,
yes, oh, we do. We have four.
as do we.
You have four? Okay, so then go ahead and let's vote.
Okay, 1 second is SPO did ask for July 1st, 2022 effective
That
date.
is fine.
Okay. Other than that, we have the responsible responsive. Okay, ready for the vote.
Okay,
Senator.
ready? All right, so the chair recommends that we, with that correction, we accept CD 1 on SB 3372 relating to bid protests and when there's a violation. So the chair votes aye, co-chair Kim.
Aye.
And Senator Favela is excused. Should I call out for
Please.
the House? So Chair McKelvey,
Aye.
Co-chair Johansson,
Aye.
co-chair Wildberger,
Aye.
and Representative Matayoshi.
Aye.
Thank you. And excuse for Representative Ward. No, he's not on this. Okay, all right, so we have a bill. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
One out of.
Okay, one.
One out of-
wait, So we have one more that we can close on is the policy board, the state procurement policy board, changing the membership to 5
Yes.
and having all of them very much with requirement that they all have 5 years
Yeah.
of experience. So we have a really good, strong policy
Yeah,
board.
one with county experience.
And with
the other
county
with
experience and with
one
construction
of the-
experience, and one each from each of the houses.
Yes, correct. More
Okay,
balance.
so we will move on that. This is SB 2383, Conference Draft 1 on the State Policy Board. Chair votes aye, Senator Kim,
Aye.
Senator Favela excused, and I will call for the House.
Okay, thank you.
Chair McKelvey.
Aye.
Co-chair Matayoshi, Representative Wildberger,
Aye.
and Representative Ward excused. So this is adopted as well. Thank
Yay.
you very much.
Do we want to recess to meet with them 2:11 or do we want to post a reconvene?
I think
later on?
we are done. We're waiting for the rest.
What time and date is our?
No, we're gonna meet again at 10 o'clock on Friday,
Right.
4:29,
4/29.
10 o'clock.
Yes,
Thank you.
well,
Yeah, we're gonna.
we're done. Oh,
Okay,
What do
now
you-
my co-chair was like wanted us to read out for each measure that we were going to.
Oh,
do.
sure.
So that you don't get stuck and have to renotice if somebody says it wasn't sufficient.
oh, okay. Shall we go through each one? Okay, because he's waiting for.
Try to check if we're.
You want to go to 211 and do that? Just read out?
We're still live, Senator.
Okay, then let's just
Okay.
gavel back in and just go,
Okay.
go through it then.
Let's go through it. HB, we covered HB.
Okay, HB 1974, HB 23, SB 2384, SB 2387, SB 3040, SB 3282, and SB 3369. We're going to reconvene on these measures on Friday at 10 a.m. in room 16.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Thank
everybody, for
you.
being here.
Okay, you got that, the rest of it.
Welcome everyone to the 10:25 agenda for continuing conferences on that 10:25 agenda. The first bill up is SB 3172. This relating to public agency meetings, meeting minutes and public records. For the Senate, it's myself as chair and Senators Lee and Favela as managers.
Okay, thank you. House, McKelvey, Nakashima, co-chairs, Wildberger, Ward, Nakashima, and Ward are excused.
Okay, I think we passed over a proposed CD on this one. That, well, I don't know. I guess that's the first question. If you've had a chance to review it, what are your thoughts?
We did. We were also got emails from different entities in the public wanting us to have a timestamp and retain 92-9A and have the video as in addition to complete minutes. I don't know if the CD1 touches upon those or not, but those are things that on our side, those are things that are kind of, I think, good to put into the measure. We are open to it if it's not included already.
Yeah, I'm open. If you want to put together another proposed
Yes,
CD
we'll
and
put
pass
together
it back.
another proposed CD1 today, and my co-chair isn't here anyway. We need him to vote.
Okay.
So if we could maybe get together on this tomorrow, one Hail Mary,
Okay.
10:25.
Let's go with 10:25 again, I guess. If we do, I'll text you. Okay, yeah, 25, okay. Yeah, okay, 10:25 and this room 016 on the Thursday, the 28th.
Sounds good.
Okay, and, while we're still on that bill, though, there was a concern raised about, so something we did have in our draft was to say that you had to leave the recording up until the minutes were posted, but that has been viewed as a way to not ever post the minutes.
Yeah, that, no,
So if you want to take that out, that's fine, and just say, you know, post the minutes for 40 days, and then you're supposed to, I'm sorry, post the recording for 40 days, and then the minutes are supposed to be up on the 40th day, so you can take the recording back down.
yeah.
Unless you go in another direction, in which case, please ignore.
Well, I
what
kind of
said.
concur with what one of my colleagues said earlier, given the availability of YouTube to not commercial name, or the availability of PAAS to allow free storage, that, you know, to have that limitation in there might, you know, not be necessary.
It doesn't seem like the memory is going to be an issue in this day and age. No.
Exactly. And, you know, forget the theorem of the law, you know, technology increases, you know, capacity and bandwidth increase exponentially. So given that this is in perpetuity, I think those concerns will disappear in the next few years insofar as capacity goes.
Okay, no, we look forward to your draft.
Okay, yep,
Okay.
good, appreciate it.
Next up is SB 3219. This is relating to sunshine law. For the Senate, myself as chair, Senators Lee and Favela as managers.
Okay, House, McKelvey, Nakashima, co-chairs, Wildberger, Ward, Nakashima, Ward are excused.
Let's see, where were we on this? Oh, this is the one we had. We passed over some sort of informal language on defining private interest or getting around the question of what private interest means. Were you okay with that language?
We were okay with it. I've not gotten official tick off from my co-chair on
Okay.
that. But also we had a request to make the effective date October 1st, 2022.
Okay, that's fine.
If you're good with that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll confer with my co-chair and hopefully we'll be able to vote on this tomorrow at 10:25.
Okay. We will come back at 10:25 tomorrow, Thursday, 28th, in this room 016. All righty. That brings us to SB 3252. For the, sorry, this is about public records and costs for obtaining them. For the Senate, it's myself as chair, Moriwaki co-chair, Lee Favela as managers.
Okay, House, McKelvey, Wildberger, co-chair, Priscilla, Ward, manager, Ward is excused.
Believe we passed over a proposed CD on this one as
Yep,
well.
we did.
Yeah, I guess, what are your thoughts on that?
We, you know, you're never gonna make everybody happy, and this is one of those bills where that's clearly the case. That being said, I think we are fine with the proposed CD1, and finance has given us a release to vote on the measure.
Okay, so that was one question we had, was we weren't sure what exactly finance had released us on. is because our office had never asked for a release, so.
Well, no, I mean, because you guys don't have WAM on it, but we could, oh, you guys do have WAM. On our end, according to the co-chairs of the money committees, they've given us release on this measure with the proposed CD1. As long as we have an agreement between the two committees. Then the
Okay.
release has been given. So,
Well, let me do this, because the way we had the effective dates is probably not going to work for the fiscal so 23 money.
mhm.
I think we need to split the effective date. So can we roll this till tomorrow, even though
Yes.
we have, and we'll try to sort that out in the meantime.
Yes, let's do that so we make sure the bill is good. and
Okay.
Technically functioning. Okay.
So we'll roll this to 10:25 tomorrow, 016. That's April 28th.
Yep.
At 10:25.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
Okay, next up, House Bill 2416, House Draft 2, Senate Draft 1, McKelvey, Matayoshi, co-chairs, managers Kitagawa, Nakashima, Ward, Matayoshi, and Nakashima. Oh, no, there he is. Let's see, so,
For the Senate, it's myself as chair and Lee, Senators Lee and Fidel as managers.
okay, on this measure here, we've gone ahead and we've done a proposed CD1 based on yours incorporating the ACLU's suggested amendments. We're also trying to tighten up the preamble a bit to reflect the current draft. Our HMSO office should be done with that in about an hour. We'd like to sit down with the author of the measure to discuss it with her to make sure that we have her concurrence as well as my co-chair. So given that, can we go ahead and do that and then get together tomorrow at 10:25 to with the intention
Sure.
of voting on the measure?
So your intention was to include the ACLU amendment?
Yes.
Because the
We
draft,
melded it into your proposed CD1, our HMSO staff did. So
okay, you might,
we also have a question.
we couldn't find it, so that's fine to ask.
We also have to have campaign spending commission get back to us because of the topic of the $1,000 donation limitation, and whether that's necessary or not for their purposes of a non-candidate committee. So they're gonna get back to us as well. So if we could, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll get the proposed CD1 done, get that question answered, work with the co-chair and the author, and then we will get it to you this afternoon, and then hopefully we can vote on it tomorrow.
I believe just, I don't think HB 1888 was another bill that had the non-candidate committee electioneering communication stuff in it.
Yeah,
And I don't think that got, I'm not sure it's still alive.
no.
So that, okay. All right, yeah, we'll look for the, I'm sorry, it's your bill, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll get together, we'll do all that, get the draft to you this afternoon, and we'll get our ducks in a row on our end, and let's get back together tomorrow, room 16, 10:25, where the intention of hopefully voting on something.
Okay,
Okay, all
Great.
right, thank you.
thank you.
Aloha, thank you. One bill on the agenda, Committee on Government Reforms with the illustrious Senate Committee on Labor. Let's see, we have one item, HB 1475, HD1, SD1, relating to mandatory ethics training on behalf of the House. McKelvey, Nakashima, co-chairs, managers Costello, Mizuno, Ward. Nakashima, Mizuno, Ward are excused.
Thank you. For the record, we're in conference room 016. Today is Wednesday, April 27, 2022, and it's 10:45. On behalf of the Senate, myself as chair, Senator Rowe is co-chair, and Senator Favela manager.
Okay, thank you so much. We've had some discussions about the bill. I know there was we threw in there over to you. We have a proposed CD1 first for you for your contemplation to look at, which just basically clarifies insofar as live and Zoom goes, and pre-recorded training.
Okay.
Uh,
I sent you an email yesterday.
Okay.
Got copies if you want to circulate to your members.
Okay, if you could, that would be great. And then,
Is it reflected in your?
yeah, I believe it is, but why don't
Okay.
we go ahead and give that to you? The other thing is we have a January 1st, 2023 effective date to capture the people who are coming into office after this election in November.
Draft is that, it's the post draft. Huh?
Yeah.
So you guys have it July 1st, 2023.
Yeah, July,
So you
no,
wanna
we
change
have
it?
it January 1st, 2023. It was a,
So-
it got introduced as July 1st, 2023, but we were like, okay, but then you have the next election and all these new legislators and re-elected legislators take office and yet they're not doing the training. So if you want to consider that, that would be great.
Okay, just a second. Yes. So July 1st. Thank you. Certainly we'll consider the July,
Oh.
January 1st, 2023 date as
Okay.
a effective date.
Appreciate your consideration, sir. Okay, sounds good. Do you want to go ahead and we'll have you review this? We'll review your drafts and then we can come to our unified CD1 and vote on it tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good. So room 16, 10:45 tomorrow, with the intention of having a CD1 to vote on.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Aloha.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Aloha, everybody. Welcome to the conference committee between the committees on agriculture and the committee on government reform, Wednesday, April 27th, 2022, 10:50 a.m. This is conference room 016. One bill on the agenda today, HB 1568, HD2 SD2, relating to agriculture. Local food contracts with the agencies. On behalf of the House, myself, McKelvey as chair, Kitagawa and Wildberger are co-chairs, managers, Costello and Ward, all are here except Ward.
And for the Senate, myself, Gabbard is chair, and I'm the only one here, Marawaki and Kidani are co-chairs and Fidelis manager.
Thank you so much, Senator. We appreciate you being here. So what I'd like to do is, I think we're really close. So what I'd like to do is just make it official and get you a proposed CD1. Have you see if you guys are amenable to it, and if so, we can come back with the intention to vote on this measure tomorrow at 10:50 a.m. in conference room 016.
Sounds good, Chair.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate your indulgence. Aloha.